Hey kids, what's up? Are you all doing good? I hope you all are doing good and so are your studies. Yes, so students, till now we have discussed a lot of topics, right? First of all, from which lesson we have discussed these topics? We have discussed from our Civics lesson number 2, and it is diversity and discrimination. Now after these many days we are very much familiar with the term diversity. What does it mean? And how this diversity has led to prejudice and stereotypes, which are merely thoughts. Yes, now when we start acting upon these thoughts, it will become an action. Like, what will it be called as? It will be called as discrimination. And we have also seen what are the different bases for the discrimination in our society. There are n number of bases on which people are being discriminated. We have discussed few. They are appearance, ability, caste, gender, race, religion. These are the main things through which the people face a lot of problem and discrimination. Okay, so in the last video we had a question. Till when is it going on, or till when it will be continued? Okay, is there anybody who can stop all these things, or is there any law, or do we have any rights that we can stop being discriminated by other people, or do we have to face it for the whole life? Yes, so that we will be learning in this video. So we will start. Students, before we start, I have a clipping for you which is again based on the discrimination and how are being people affected with it. Yes, we know that people will be affected because of the discrimination a lot. They will not be having equal status and they will be getting demotivated, discouraged. Okay, there are many things that happens, right? Let's see and then we'll move forward. seen that how discrimination is affecting people's life. So as we have discussed all the discriminations, right, what are the basis for discriminations. Now one major problem that is caused by these is economic inequality. Okay, and we can say that all people are also not treated equally. That means the people who are socially backward, who don't have equal status in the society, them we consider as socially backward. So such people who are socially backward are also economically backward. For that we can say that poor people will not be having access to proper food, clothing, shelter and education, and whenever they are ill they cannot even afford the expensive medical care, and they are not given good employment opportunities. That means they cannot earn back the money and they cannot come to a normal position, and this circle is going on and going on. So socially backward are also economically backward. Then what is the role of government here? What are they doing to provide,
to maintain equality in the society?
so there are many welfare schemes and employment programs started by the government, so that this removal of unemployment can happen from our society, and that can further lead to the removal of poverty. And we have seen the status of women is also not so great in our society. So here also they are making many efforts so that they can empower women in the society. Now what are the programs? Firstly, we will discuss the programs that are started by the government for the removal of unemployment. First is Integrated Rural Development Program. So this is a program was launched in the year 1978 and implemented in the year 1980. The main aim of this program is to provide employment opportunities to the poor as well as opportunities to develop their skill sets so that they can improve their living condition. If they are talented, they can get any job and they can get good money. So their living conditions will improve. Yes, so next we will discuss about National Rural Employment Program. Students, this program is also called as Mahatma Gandhi Employment Guarantee Act 2005. Now, the main aim of this program is to enhance livelihood security in rural areas. How are they going to do this? By providing at least 100 days of wage employment in a financial years. For whom it is for the adults who volunteer to work any unskilled manual work. Okay, so if they are not so good at it also, they will be able to do it. So the next is training of rural youth for self-employment. That means they should not be able to depend on any job. They can create the job by themselves. So this program was launched by Department of Rural Development on 15th August 1979 to provide training facilities and create self-employment among the rural unemployed youth. Okay, so next we are having Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, and this was the largest national employment program of India of that time. This program had a general objective of providing 90 to 100 days employment per person in backward districts, and people who are below the poverty line were their main target. The another scheme what they have started is Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana, according to which they are creating or providing sustainable self-employment opportunities to 1 million educated unemployment youth in the India. Okay, so in our country they were planning to create such job opportunities for the educated people. Okay, so these were few that we have discussed. There are many more programs, students, so we are discussing few today. Okay, so next we will see what are the plans or what are the programs that have been started by the government for empowerment of women. See them. First is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme. Now, as we have seen in the gender discrimination, right, there were two social evils that are being practiced, that is female feticide and infanticide. Nothing but killing of the girl child before or after their birth. So this scheme mainly points or aims at the saving the girl child, protecting them and also educating them. And next is working women hostel. This is for the women who have to go to the cities, or else we can say away from their home for the job purpose, or and in those cities or in those places they don't have anybody so in whose house they can live. So usually if we are moving to other places, we will be having a lot of issues related to our safety, right? Yes. So for that they have started this working women hostel, that people, the girls who are coming out and they want to get jobs, who want to do well in their lives, for them this hostel is made. So next is Mahila Shakti Kendras, and we can say this is one-stop support service for empowering rural women with opportunities for skill development. Whatever skills they are having, whatever talents they are having. Usually we see that rural women will be good at stitching, weaving. So this mostly they will be knowing having the knowledge about this. So they will be given training how can they earn money, how can they create employment for themselves through this. And not only that, they also try to create some employment for them. They will give them digital literacy so that they can have some idea about the technology also. Health and nutrition, how can they maintain their health and nutrition also. Okay, so next we'll move to Mahila Hai Hath. Now this is nothing but a program which they have started to empower and strengthen financial position of women entrepreneurs, that means the ones who have started their own business in the economy, by providing continued support for their creativity. Basically students, it is a site that will be showcasing the goods made by them, manufactured or sold by these women entrepreneurs. Okay, so and other main thing is the reservation of 33% seats for women in the parliament. Now they are being given 33% reservation in the parliament. Why is it so important? It is important so that whenever the decisions are being made, that will be in parliament, right? Yes. Now whatever decisions are being made, that will affect some or the other way to the women's also. Now when the decisions are affecting women, then we should also be a part of that decision making. So to make sure that women are not getting discriminated and they are getting full opportunities, this step has been taken so that even they will be part of the decision making. So students, we have seen that what are the efforts taken by the government to ensure some economic equality and empowerment of women in the society. Okay, but when our nation has become free, when we were independent and we were free from the clusters of British, from that time only our national leaders were very much concerned about the inequality that is existing in our society. They knew what are the discriminations people are struggling with. Yes, and we have also seen there are many leaders who are fighting for this, against this discrimination, like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi. They were all fighting against the this discrimination, right? Yes. So now they wanted to make such a constitution in which all the people are treated equally. That means all the citizens, whether they are able, disabled, or they are from whatever religion might be or whatever caste, they should be treated equally. So what were the main aims and goals we will be seeing? To provide equal opportunities and rights to all the people, and untouchability is considered as a crime and legally abolished by the law, and everybody is free to do whatever job they want to, and government jobs are free for all, like anybody whoever wants to apply for it, whoever wants to take up any government job, they are allowed to do it. And some responsibility is given to this government also, so that they can take steps to ensure this equality in the society. As we have seen, there were few steps taken to maintain an economic inequality, right? Such more steps were also expected from them so that equality can be maintained in our society. Now students, these are all things that they have told. Now one main thing that is a part of our constitution is our fundamental rights. that will tell us what are our rights and how can we use them and what are the benefits. Let's see. So students, we are having 6 fundamental rights. Right to equality, right to freedom from exploitation, right to freedom of religion, culture and educational rights. The last is right to constitutional remedies. Now we'll have a quick knowledge of what is about all these rights. What are the things that are included in this? So first is our right to equality. By name itself we can understand that this will ensure our equality in the society. So students, there are few articles in it, so we will be seeing them. First is Article 14. This will ensure that everybody is equal before the law, whether it is our Prime Minister, President or any normal person. Everybody is equal before law. Article 15. It is for the prohibition of discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, that is nothing but gender or place of the birth. Next is Article 16. This is related to creating equality of opportunities in matters of public employment. Next is Article 17, abolition of untouchability. That means practice of untouchability is completely stopped here according to this article. And next is the Article 18 that says it abolition of title. Now that means there were abolition of title means when India was under British rule, these Britishers have given few persons titles like Rao Bahadurs, Khan Bahadurs. So usage of such titles were completely banned in India. Okay, so these are the articles that guarantee us the right to equality. The next right is our right to freedom. So under this, students, we are having 6 major freedoms that we can have. So it is given under the Article 19 and which says that we are having right to freedom of speech and expression. Whatever we want to say, whatever we want to express, we are free to do. Next, right to assemble peacefully and without arms. If we want to form any group, we can do it, but we should not have any weapons and all. Now, next is right to form associations or unions or cooperative societies. This is again similar to the earlier. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India. Yes, wherever we want to go, we are free to go. We can move without any restrictions. But there are 2 again exception, students. If suppose on a person a criminal case is going on, so if court orders are saying him not to move, then he will not have the freedom to move. And if suppose he is having any disease, even in that case he cannot move from one place to the other place. Okay, so next is right to reside and settle in any part of the territory of India. So we can move, we can stay, we can settle in any part of the India. Next is right to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. Now this is very important, students, as we were seeing about the Varna system, right? They were not allowed to take up any other jobs except what parents were following. So according to this right, they are having freedom to choose any profession, any occupation, trade or business, whatever they want to. Again, it should be completely legal. So next fundamental right what we have is our right against the exploitation. Now this we will be in this right, usually we are having the laws that prohibit or save us from the forced labor. Okay, there are many situations where people are forced to work in very unfavorable conditions, and there are many situations that people will be hiring the persons or the labor and they don't pay them fairly. Okay, whatever the amount they deserve, they are giving them less than that. So all these things we can say that it is exploitation, and we are having the right for the freedom against the exploitation also. So next right what we have is the right to freedom of religion. That means whatever religion we want to follow, we can follow. Now nobody can force us to change our religion. Okay. Now next Students, regarding to this right to freedom of religion, our leaders, they felt that people must have the freedom to follow their religion, speak any language, celebrate their festivals and express themselves freely. And they said that no one language, religion or festival should become compulsory for all to follow. And they said that government must treat all religions equally. So in our constitution, equality to the religion is also given. All religions are equal, and government is not supporting or favoring any one particular religion or the people of that particular religion. Okay. Next we have right to education and culture. Okay, now that means, as we said, there are many religions but few are in majority and few are in minority. Now this right will ensure them that all the minorities, they can establish their own schools and administer the educational institutions of their choice. Now suppose they want to open a madrasa, okay, which is usually an educational institution of Muslims. So such minority people are allowed to do so. Now they cannot say, no, you are minority, you cannot open such school. They are free to do all such activities, and they will be getting support from the government also. Now students, last and very important right, it is our right to constitutional remedies. Now one of the article in this is Article 32, and this says that right to remedies for the enforcement of fundamental rights of an aggrieved citizen. Now that means if any fundamental right is being violated of an individual, they can go to the court and ask for the justice. And according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, it is the soul and heart of the constitution. And if Article 32 is not there, then we can say that all the fundamental rights and all the laws made in the constitution would be nothing. So that is why he said an article without which this constitution would be nullity. That means nothing. Okay. And they also said that Supreme Court termed Article 32 as basic feature of the constitution. As if this article is not there, then all the articles or all the acts, rights would not have any meaning. So as we said, we can go approach to the court if we feel that we are discriminated, if we feel that we are our rights are being violated. So students, as we have seen about our fundamental rights in the constitution, and we are also having the very first page of our constitution that we call it as Preamble. Yes, in that whatever the ideals or whatever the goals that our India aims for is mentioned in the Preamble. For example, the main keywords that we have here are sovereignty, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. These are few key words. Now here the keywords or the ideals that tells or that ensures us that we are free, we are equal in the society are the justice, liberty and equality. Okay, justice means whenever we want, if we are feeling that we are being discriminated, we can go to the court and ask for the justice. Liberty, that means we are free to do everything which is legal. And next is equality, that means everybody, whether whichever their religion they belong to or whichever caste they belong to, from whichever place they belong or whichever social status, whether it's our president or a normal employee in a company or a normal government worker, everybody is equal. Okay students, so these are the few things that are important from our Indian Preamble. Okay. Though students, these ideals are enshrined in our constitution, but still we have discussed about lot of inequalities and discriminations that even are being followed by the people today. We are facing a lot of discrimination in the society. Yes, so now equality should be something that we should practice on our daily basis. Now we cannot think that suddenly we will sleep a night and next morning everybody will start treating others equally. Now this is not going to happen, right? Because it's not a dream. We have to daily practice it, then only it will happen. So if we don't start, nothing would change. That is why they said, right, we should be the world changers. Now we have to continuously practice the concept of equality. Along with that, people's struggles and government actions are also equally required to make the concept of equality a reality to the Indians. Okay, so with this we would end this chapter, students. But I have a question again for you. Now we are saying that people's struggles and government actions. Now this is a task for you, that you have to enlist and make a list of the actions that you feel that government should take so that we can achieve equality in our society. Okay, so you have to make a list, and you also have to write what are the things that you can do in a day-to-day basis that can ensure equality and no discrimination is being followed in our society. Okay students, let's see what all answers you will be coming up with. Till then, be safe, take care, bye bye.